Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Today it is Throwback Thursday and we are going to use the Christmas season set to make these lovely cards. I'm going to demonstrate the one, the landscape version on the video today, but you can do it as a portrait version as well. This is one of the seasonal label dies from the set, and I just used it this way up on the portrait card and then this way on the landscape card. And what I did for this one is I took a sponge dauber, I stamped it in the Orchid Oasis, and I took a sponge dauber in the Granny Apple Green around the outside. What I'm going to do for the video today, very similar concept. I stamped it in Orchid Oasis, I die cut it out, and then I die cut a piece of Orchid Oasis as well, cut it down the middle, and then used it to kind of frame out the greeting. So what we need is a tent fold basic North American card base, 5 1/4 by 4 in Orchid Oasis, and then 5 1/8 by 3 7/8 in the basic white. I've been doing this a lot lately where I'm doing just that narrow mat. It's just where my mind is going at this point. It's no particular reason. I just like the way it looks, so I've been doing it. The thank you again is from the Good Feelings. The rest is the Christmas season. So let's get started. I'm just going to move that out of the way. I'm using Lemon Lime Twist with the largest set of the leaves, and I'm doing the largest set first because then I know I have room for them. It's kind of like when you're trying to prioritize things. The big, most important things you have to prioritize first, and then you fit the smaller things in around as you have time, because if you start with the smaller things, you end up not having time for the bigger, more important things. So, philosophy lesson done for the day, but I always start with the big things first because it's easier to fit the smaller things in around them. So this is the Granny Apple Green with the kind of frond, and you just keep placing them around. This is very similar. I've done this style of card before with the Christmas season. I did it in a fall kind of foliage look, and now I want to do something really bright and fun. This is the Parakeet Party, and it's the smallest of the leaves, and I'm just going to come in, and if there's any little bits along the edge that need to be filled in, that's what I'm using this one for. So I love it when we can get kind of double value for our stamp sets, using them beyond the season that they were kind of intended for. Just adds that bit more value, and I love being able to add more value. So this is Fresh Freesia. I'm using the largest of the kind of the berries. And I'm going to come in and put them kind of with the largest of those leaves because it's nice and open, so I can fill in the berries kind of in the middle, just like that. Then I'm going to come in with the Orchid Oasis and do the little dots. And the little dots can go wherever you like. They're not really connected to any particular plant, just wherever you think there's a space where you'd like to put some Orchid Oasis color, and you just keep dropping them in wherever you think you would like them to be, and wherever there's space. I'm going to pop some up there and some down there. Oh, I might put a little bit down here too. So then you just take a look back and you think, yep, that's good. I'm happy with the way that looks. And then we build the card. So this gets flat mounted to the Orchid Oasis base. You could use whatever base you liked. I chose the Orchid Oasis because the green colors are quite strong, and they're the most of the card, and I didn't want the green to kind of take over everything. So I used the Orchid Oasis because it's a nice strong color. The Fresh Freesia is a bit of a softer color, so not quite as strong. for kind of anchoring the card. And that's why I did the greeting in the Orchid Oasis as well. I find when I do the greetings in the Fresh Freesia, they're not quite as impactful. I usually, if I am going to use it, I'll put it in my Stamparatus and I'll stamp it 3 or 4 times just to get the depth of color that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna line that up and drop it down like that. Then we're going to dimensionalize the greeting. You can put more dimensionals on if you want. 2 will be just perfect. You can bling it up afterwards. You can put some ribbon on if you want. I am just going to leave it like this, just like that. So there are our 2 different versions of the card. So thank you so much for watching this Throwback Thursday with the Christmas season bundle, and let's create together again soon.